looking to buy in that area, of course, it's famous for a lot of activities, and we'll cover off on that later. But particularly people that may be using it as a holiday home, a getaway home, or a change from the big cities on the East Coast, or Asian buyers would love it. It's just such a pristine area.
Indeed.
What is there in terms of government and private facilities, say on education and medical? Or, Hobart, of course, is only 30, 40 minutes away. But what about more locally for the everyday kind of needs?
Yeah, well, obviously in Hobart, you've got pretty much everything there. Major hospitals, you've got the University of Tasmania and the like. But New Norfolk, the local town, which is 7 to 8 minutes, you've got a small district hospital there. You've got an ambulance station which services that Derwent Valley area. There's a medical centre there. There's a pathology centre, dental clinics, all the basic services you'd expect to find without having to go to the larger city. If you want specialist care, then you may have to go to the city, but certainly all the referrals would come from there.
So what are the primary schools and the high schools there?
So there's New Norfolk High School. There's a primary school there. There is a Catholic school, and approximately 4 kilometres further on from my property, there is the Molesworth Primary School, which was voted one of the top primary schools in the country about 7 years ago. Very popular. And it's, in fact, co-located right next door to the Volunteer Fire Brigade station and a community centre.
And families there that may have an older kid looking to go to a TAFE, is there any TAFEs there where they can do technical pursuits?
There's TAFE at Claremont, which is about 2/3 into the way into the city, so not too far at all. And whether they go in there by vehicle or bus service, the public transport's there and available to move them in there.
And Graeme, what about the medical side that families would be looking for down in the Derwent Valley?
There's plenty of medical facilities there. The Derwent Valley Medical Centre, there's doctors. So there's that first point of contact that people may require for families and the like.
So there's an ambulance service set up there. Where would be the nearest ambulance and, say, fire services?
So the nearest fire service is 4 kilometres away. There's also a major fire station in at New Norfolk, so 8 minutes away. And also that's where the ambulance station is as well. There's a state emergency service station in there also, and they're only 8 minutes.
And what about, say, the Royal Hobart Hospital and also, is it Calvary St John's Hospital?
There's Calvary St John's Hospital in Lena Valley, which is closer to me than Hobart. And you've got the Royal Hobart Hospital, and you've got the Hobart Private Hospital, among a few other smaller hospitals in Hobart Central itself.
And your property, of course, is very pristine. It's been known you but since 1987. I know you're a very organised guy. The property's incredibly well manicured. It almost looks seen out of some British, Harry Potter. That the machinery package that you have with it, obviously machinery's complex stuff, and you've tailored a lot of that machinery, particularly to the needs of the property. Interested to just hear about that.
Yeah, so I actually built that package to what I needed on the property. So the tractor, for argument's sake, is a Kubota 51 horsepower tractor. It is ideal for that size property and even larger properties. All the implements that I have there, slasher and various other things, are designed and things that I use on the property. So for argument's sake, I have a 650 litre spray tank which just bolts onto the back of the tractor, the boom, and once a year I spray the front paddock for weeds, and when the hay season comes on, you've got perfect grass.
And knowing you have a lot of attachments that can hook onto that tractor to take away some of the manual labour, so you can be enjoying that wine cellar a little bit more.
Well, that's right. I don't use a shovel. I use an auger on the back of the tractor. If I need to dig a hole, be it planting a tree or a fence post, I just put that on the back and drill the hole, and away I go.
And in terms of leisure activities, obviously there's a lot of sporting activities. There's a lot of art and craft and markets. Just give people an overview. They're very much into those lifestyle features of the Derwent Valley.
So Derwent Valley, walking and cycling and running is a huge thing around Hobart, Derwent Valley, and the like. There's a lot of river activities, be it scull racing, canoeing, kayaking. There are tour groups that take people out further up the Derwent Valley, maybe about 10 minutes further than New Norfolk. Drop them off. They do it. There's a very small rapid. They come down there and they'll take them out for day trips and the like. There's just so much to do on the river there, be it fishing trips, canoeing, kayaking, and the like.
And what about, the art network, the art scene?
Yeah.
What about, coffee shops? What about, motorbikes and cyclists?
So there is a lot of cyclists come out in groups on the weekend, just about every weekend, be it winter, summer, or any other time of the year. And there's a number of coffee shops around New Norfolk. One particular they go to, which is it's like a bookshop and an art shop at the same time, and they're going through an expansion at the moment. Very popular, and the coffee's very good as well. Always a lot of cyclists there on the weekends.
And is there any art networks, museums?
There's the major art museum, I guess, if you want, is Mona, the Museum of Modern and New Art. That is about halfway to Hobart, and that's a world established venue, and a lot of people around the world try to get their art into that particular area. They also run and conduct the winter festival, Dark Mofo, they call it, each year. Yeah.
And what about the overland track down that way?
The overland track, that's a 3 to 4 day trek. You can start up at Cradle Mountain, from there walk south or south to north, either way. I haven't personally done it, but a lot of my friends have, and it's very popular, like a lot of the tracks in national parks, Mount Field, Mount Wellington, and numerous other national parks around the place. There is just so much adventure activity to do down around Tasmania in that sense.
Well, Luxury Life Asia, we're very proud to be displaying that property for you. We look forward to helping someone to find that little luxury Spirit of Derwent and to enjoy it as much as you and many of your friends have over the years.
Well, and I appreciate that very much, and certainly maybe there's someone out there that that is what they want and how they want to live. It's a fantastic lifestyle down there, and I can't say enough for it.
And it's a pristine piece of serenity in one of the most cleanest environments in the world. Australia's own little New Zealand in Tasmania in terms of fresh air, remoteness, wonderful community connections, and just that ability to wind back the clock but still be near all the facilities we mentioned. So all the best with the property.
Thanks, Paul.
And we hope that you get a wonderful sale and a wonderful new owner to the Spirit of Derwent.
Thank you very much.